Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we have hit a trophy milestone of 10,000 trophies on PlayStation. I first started my account back in 2012, around when Modern Warfare 3 came out. And we're just going to go over my trophy list over the past couple years. I actually will be showing my first ever trophy as soon as I can find Modern Warfare 3, of course, because that was actually the first game that I believe that I ever decided to platinum on this account. Originally, when I first got my PlayStation, I kind of shared one with my brother, but I digress. So I ended up getting my first trophy back in the fight, and I wanted this just because, like, I'm back in the fight. I got my own account, etc., etc. So that was in 2011 of December 12th, 2011? Jesus, that was a very, very bad little comment there. But we're just going to go through, let's go from the bottom up, just so then, we can discuss everything from basically from when I started to where I am now. So my first platinum, I'm getting ahead of myself here, was actually Infamous 2. I just decided to go for a game and then just 100% it until I was done. I ended up earning this platinum roughly 9 days later. 9 plus 12? Okay, yeah, 21. I ended up earning this platinum roughly 9 days. It took me just because I was doing school still, stuff like that. And Infamous 2, enjoyed the game, loved it. It's a shame that the Infamous games now don't really get any love, which is very unfortunate. But the next one I did after that was Assassin's Creed 2. I kind of did, pick the games that I wanted to do that I knew I could do in a reasonable time. But, I kind of regret doing these two games because it kind of killed me in the long run of trying to get them done as fast as possible. Because if you look here, 12/22, and then I platinumed it a month later, which is just, it should not have taken me a month to finish Assassin's Creed 2. I think it's because I watched all the cutscenes and, I believe you couldn't skip them back then. I can't remember. Then after that was Assassin's Creed Revelations, which I ended up platinuming around February 21st. And I had first started I believe I first started it around just after Assassin's Creed 2, if I'm not mistaken, which it's kind of crazy how I didn't earn a single trophy. Interesting. I didn't do any of the DLC because, the DLC I didn't really want to buy, essentially. So these things are still always going to remain at 0%, which is very unfortunate because, I wish I could delete them, but I can't. And then the Lost Archive, this one was like, this one was tough. I mean, I ended up doing, you know what, we'll get to there. I'll have a story for that. Next one after Assassin's Creed Revelations was Dead Island. Dead Island was and always will be one of my favorite zombie games just because I feel like in the beginning the game was really, really good and then it kind of like dissipated as we went, as it continued, which is very unfortunate because Dead Island started off strong and I loved the element of it, but it just didn't, for me, it just, didn't really sink in the long run. Didn't really take me too long either. It took me roughly, every platinum in this on my account at least took me roughly 2 weeks time or couple weeks or a month. I kind of just went from whatever. I'm actually going to do something quickly here, and I'm going to pull up my PSN profile so I can show you guys, or at least while I'm talking about this, kind of go over what I did essentially. So, for Assassin's Creed, for Dead Island, I kind of completed it around about 1 week and 2 days. It took me. That's game time on the, of course, the website. Red Faction Armageddon, interesting game. I kind of picked it up for cheap, so that's why I kind of, don't really know anything about the Red Faction games. If anyone wants to tell me down below. This one took me roughly 5 days and 27. Again, a lot of the DLC I did not do because I didn't want to pay like $20 for the DLC. To me, that's just absurd. God of War, the original God of War, I did in about hours. It was a fun game, to say the least. Again, don't really know much about the God of War games at that time. I kind of just wanted to beat them as I could. And if you notice, a lot of these games took me a very long time to do. I mean, like, about a month, it seems. I think it's because I kind of like went I sidetracked myself a bit by jumping to other games when I shouldn't have, because when I first started my account, I'm like, I'm going to always have 100%, or, you know, like I'm going to get a platinum on every game that I play, at least the platinum, because that's what I wanted to go for. A lot of the stuff on here is kind of just like cleanup, which if I were to go back and do these, you know, these games, it would be just absurd to, you know, just clean up the very couple trophies and then be a DLC. Right after God of War, I actually played Skyrim. Again, no DLC was done for Skyrim, just the base game. And I don't know what it was, but oh wow, yeah, I ended up starting Skyrim around March. And then I finally finished it around July 20th. So literally like 2 weeks before my birthday. My birthday's August 1st. Not that it matters. So 3 months and 2 weeks, platinumed on the 20th of July. It's not a bad game. Like I said, I love Skyrim. I love it, love it, love it. Just there's a lot of technical pieces that I didn't really wrap my head around, and you know, I kept jumping off of it because it was such a huge game, and I wanted to essentially play it as if I was enjoying it, but at the same time trying to go for that platinum. Because every time I go for a platinum in a game, I want to make sure that I'm enjoying it and I'm not just playing it purely for. But nowadays, I kind of do. There's a few games here and there that I do enjoy still. Right after that, all-time favorite zombie game, Dead Rising 2. I love this game. I've done a lot of content with this on my channel. Again, I started this around in March, and I kind of, as you can see, jumped around a lot in terms of trying to platinum this and trying to, you know, do all the things that I have to do in the game. I think the biggest problem with Dead Rising 2 is probably doing the co-op mode, because you had to find somebody to do co-op with, and you know, I have a brother, so him and I just did it. But besides that, definitely the Terror is Reality online content, because those matches were really hard to do. My trophy list in the beginning is really just a mess, and this one took about 7 months and 2 weeks. Dead Space, again, one of my all-time favorite games. Like, I say one of my all-time favorite games just because these are the kind of the games that I played when I first got my console. And Dead Space, I love it. I'll always love Dead Space. It's a shame that these games haven't been remastered, and unfortunately, you know, Dead Space 3 kind of sucked, but we won't talk about that. I wish we could have Dead Space 4, but, you know, that's probably never going to happen. Again, this game, not too hard platinum-wise. A lot of my channel, I kind of want to, like, go back to these old PS3 games and stuff like that and make trophy guides, basically an all-in-one guide to kind of platinum the game for people, but I don't think anyone will really watch those. There's only one trophy in this game that is probably the hardest, which is the Don't Get Cocky Kid, little Star Wars reference there. Survive the ADS cannon with over 50% shield strength remaining. This is what turned a lot of people off from the game, mainly because the ADS section is probably one of the hardest sections in the game, because the meteors don't really, you know, stay in one place, really, or they can't really, you know, just stay in one place. It's garbage, essentially. Besides that, really fun game. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell HD. First started playing this. Still haven't completed it since 2012 is when I last played it. And I think it was just because complete all missions without raising an alarm even once. I ended up like going back multiple times and trying to, you know, just trying to make sure I would able to be, you know, I would get that, but I never really got it. And a lot of these, you know, a lot of these trophies, you have to kind of go through the game, and you know, you can do these trophies. Sorry, but the big issue is they kind of make some other parts in the game difficult, is the best way to put it, if that makes sense, because basically some of these trophies nullify other trophies. So if you want to go for the big one, which is complete the game with, not without dying, but complete the game without using a single med kit, or complete the game without having 3 or more fatal casualties per level, it's really difficult. Finally, Modern Warfare 3. 10 months and 1 week. Even though it's not a hard platinum, like I said, I jumped all over the place. Right? So Again, not really too difficult. That is completed, by the way. Like, that's all the DLC, because I ended up getting the Seasons Pass, and I'm like, you know what? Might as well. Roughly, it took me about a month to complete. The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. I thought this game was hype. Honestly, this game got hyped up. This is when The Walking Dead was at its peak. But no, it's honestly probably one of the worst zombie games I'll ever play. It's more so one of those games where you play it for fun and you don't really, it's an okay game. It's not what everyone hyped it up to be. One of my most viewed videos on my channel is actually, every man, woman, and child choose to travel at least once with every optional survivor. Still one of the most viewed trophy guides on my channel. I can't really remember what it's sitting at currently, but still, I think that I made that guide way back before I had any good editing software. And, I'm happy with it. Yeah, 33,000 views on the guide. So, I mean, that's still one of the most viewed guides on my channel. I know that's not 33,000 views isn't a lot, but I was able to help a lot of people with this particular trophy. The next one is Modern Warfare 2, classic game. Roughly took me about a year and 1 month to complete because, again, I picked it up, put it down, picked it up, put it down, picked it up, and put it back down. Very easy game. The Walking Dead Survival Instinct took me about a week and 3 days as well to platinum. The optional survivors is what kind of gives you the most bang for your buck and screws you over. Fallout New Vegas was my introduction to the Fallout series. Again, didn't do any of the DLC, of course, but the main game saved a lot. Super fun game. Unfortunately, it was just frustrating because I did all of this, like all of these trophies on hardcore mode, which I should have finished the game and then turned off hardcore mode. But I wanted it to be like the last trophy that I got. So in the end, I was kind of like, whatever. That one took me roughly 8 months and 3 days. Assassin's Creed 3, no real stories about Assassin's Creed 3. Hyped when it came out. Very long and tedious game just because there's a lot of stuff to do in an open world game that is just very, very tough. And this video is 13 minutes long, so I kind of got to pick it up a bit. Batman Arkham Asylum, about a year and 5 months. Again, a lot of these games I picked up and put down. No real stories towards Batman Arkham Asylum, only because, the combat challenges do suck, but use the particular abilities to get you more points, which I never used those. That's what gave me trouble, because I didn't know what I was doing. Call of Duty World at War, probably pronounced one of the hardest Call of Duty games, but it's it's persistence, right? Like Veteran, if you're dumb and, you go out and get shot, of course, there's no point. Like, you're gonna suck every time. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, it's a Lego game, nothing. Infamous, the original OG Infamous, beautiful, beautiful game. I love this game to death, and, it's just fun, honestly. Like, I remember I picked it up, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to platinum this. And there's a lot of, like, those, like, dead drops. There's about 355 blue dead drop collectibles or, like, shards that you have to pick up. And I literally got a printed out map or, like, a map on my computer. And every one that I got, I just cropped every time I went to a new island. It's the only way to do it. It's old school, but very, very good. Resident Evil 5, again, didn't do the DLC, but happy with this game, honestly. Like, I ended up getting it for PS4. I'm still trying to platinum it there. Gonna make videos for that whenever, but yeah. Okay, so Dante's Inferno is an interesting game for me. First off, it's basically a God of War ripoff. Let's just say that Dante's Inferno is based off of the old poem, which is the Divine Comedy of Dante's Inferno. It's interesting. We'll put it that way. This game is the only game that made me sick to my stomach playing it. I say that because I don't know what it was, but every time I would pick up this game, I would feel sick. Like, I would just get all dizzy. My hands would all be all clammy, and I just wouldn't feel good, and I don't know why. I think it's because the graphics there's a lot going on, and it's very hard on your eyes. It also makes me nauseous, so even looking at it now, it could be the heat stroke, but I digress. God of War 2, again, the God of War games are pretty straightforward, and they're not really, anything to shake a stick at. Challenge of the Titans are probably the only, or is the only trophy that you kind of got to worry about, but besides that, not really. Excuse me, sorry. Far Cry 3. Love this game. I believe, as far as I know, I hold the world record for the fastest completion of this game. That could be false, but I did it in 23 hours. The co-op kind of took me the longest, and I believe the fastest. Oh wow, I'm not even in the. I'm number 34 on the fastest achievers. The fastest achiever is 15 hours and 13 minutes, but good on that guy. You know what? I'm gonna say that I'm the world record holder for that, just because why not? Dead Space 2, again, Dead Space 2, oh my god. One of my all-time, I keep saying one of my all-time, but, it's a good game. I ended up doing the exploit, because it took me a year and 4 months to Platinumus, the exploit that allowed me to essentially start off the entire game with max upgrades. That's the only way I could do this. And then I had to redo the entire game because I upgraded the wrong thing, and I did the contact beam or the force gun instead, and oh my god, it made the game significantly easy. After that, GTA 5, big game. What is there more to say? It took me 2 months and 3 weeks. The hardest grind was probably getting to level 100 and then keeping track of everything to do. Dead Rising 2 off the record. Monotonous. Family Guy Back to the Multiverse. Easy game. Diablo 3. Nightmare mode is probably the hardest thing on here to kind of get or to kind of beat the game on, and just doing that. And then I believe the Diablo 3 on the PS4 that had the hardest trophy. Mafia 2, didn't do the DLC, of course. Battlefield 4, there's not really stories between all these, if I'm being honest. Dead Island Riptide, I like Dead Island 1 more. I don't like the water element in this one. Hitman, my first introduction to the Hitman series. I love it. It will always be one of my favorites. Duke Nukem, weird game. Black Ops 2. So, in Black Ops 2, obviously I'm missing a couple trophies. For the platinum of this game, which you can't get anymore, by the way, because League Play shut down. Tower of Babel was probably one of the most infuriating trophies I've ever done, because there are so many technical elements to it. When we were doing it, he got DC'd and we still managed to do it, which thank God. All the challenges in Black Ops 2, still not as bad as Black Ops 3. Payday 2, long grind. That's all I'm going to say to that. Long, just because all the trophies are very specific. I gotta go all the way back down, sorry. Don't worry, a lot of these I'll just be quick in talking about them, primarily because gotta hurry our asses up on this, because I don't want this absurdly long, but this is a big milestone for me. So if you guys are watching through it, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Where am I here? Okay, there we go. Dead Nation, easy zombie game. Lone Survivor, nice 2D game. Call of Duty Ghosts. Bioshock Infinite, Battlefield 3, probably will never do. PES, first soccer game and my last soccer game I will ever play besides FIFA 12 on this list. Watch Dogs, the drinking game, was the existence. Honestly, I hated it with a passion to the point where I literally had to get my brother to help me do it. Like, we both shared one controller so we could do it. It was so funny. Dead Space 3, co-op with my brother, great. This game took me, Mortal Kombat took me 2 years and 7 months to complete, mainly because of this trophy right here. Where are you? Where are you? My Kung Fu is stronger. Gain mastery of all 5,000 pints of blood, 150 x-rays, 100 victories, 150 fatalities, and 24 hour game time. Which is stupid. Like, you couldn't pay me to do that again, honestly. God of War 3, easy. Shadows of the Damned, weird but interesting game. Okay game, honestly. It's an okay game. So I'm going to say, because Last of Us, I wasn't really a big fan of it, But still, good game. I did enjoyed the multiplayer thoroughly, but yeah. Walking Dead Season 2. Oh man, what can I say about this? Honestly, just I love the Walking Dead Telltale series. Still have yet to play the last one, but love this game with all my heart. Console Edition and Fallout 3, the I will probably never finish. Don't Starve is so difficult. And Fallout 3 is just, I don't know, boring. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, free game of the month. Plumbed it, got hate mail for it. And I can't even do this last trophy because the servers are shut down. Outlast 1. This game, this trophy can piss off. I did probably so many of it. It took me about almost a month to finish because if you 827 31. Oh, so roughly like 5 days. You know what? It made it seem longer because insane mode is just insane. Whistleblower was easy. I think I did insanity mode on my first or second try. It was just, to me, it was simple, honestly. Nope, Surgeon Simulator will never happen. That game is tough as hell. Deadpool, fun game. Advanced Warfare. Honestly, I didn't mind it. If I'm being honest, I did not mind Advanced Warfare, or was that Infinite Warfare? Either or. Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. This trophy here, let me see if I can find it quickly for you guys. It was to do 500 quests and then reach level 70 with 6 different classes. That is also tough. Reach level 70 in hardcore mode and basically kill Mythiel, your hardcore character, which I was going to just cry if I lost my character. And then the 500 bounties was just monotonous. AC Brotherhood will always be at 97%. The servers are still up. It's just getting every bonus at least once and getting all co-op bonuses in one session. I cannot find a competent party of people to do this. I just can't. The Walking Dead PS4, cry every time at the end of this game. Infamous First Light, okay. Apotheon, did this before it was patched, and luckily I was able to platinum it with ease. For The Walking Dead, I finished this in approximately just under 11 hours. Infamous First Light, approximately 18 hours and 33 minutes. Apotheon, unfortunately, I could have done this fortunately, I could have done this in a day, but there was a glitch that I had to wait for the platinum to come out because, which one was it? I believe it was to find, acquire the powers from all 12 Olympian gods or whatever it was. Let me see. 621, 621, 621, or 221. Find all rare weapons on Olympus. That was the hardest trophy because one of them was glitched and did not spawn. Prototype 2, easy game, 4 days and 2 hours. Transistor, interesting game, love the music, 2 days and 7 hours. Counter Spy, Valiant, and Valiant Hearts 2, fun yet challenging game. Valiant Hearts is pretty messed up. You take place in World War I, and essentially, you know what, just go play it. I'm not going to spoil it. GTA 5 for the PS4, did this in 4 weeks and 2 days. Far Cry 4, did this in approximately 2 weeks and 2 days. Never Alone, still haven't beaten it, or sorry, at 100%. It's a fun game. You know. Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment honestly made me want to just blow my head off because you had to read through the entire game if you messed up, and I messed up 2 times. And the game is like 6 hours each. Yeah. Zombie Army Trilogy, a month and 2 weeks because the gold bar achievement was glitched. Saw... Funny, I always was looking for Saw 1 and never found Saw 2. Now that I found Saw 1, I will never be able to find Saw 2 for PS3. It's kind of funny. Papa and Yo, Tower of Guns, easy. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, fun game. 2 days and 10 hours. Did this on PS Now, which I am doing again. I bought PS Now again, so expect some guides from games on there. Battlefield 4, again, easy game. 5 days and 21 hours. Dishonored, challenging yet fun, a week and 4 days. NBA 2K15, we're not going to talk about that. I played that this is what's weird, is my brother played a bunch of games on his account, but they transferred over to my account. And I've never played these at all. It's probably because I was on that PlayStation, but whatever. Skulls of the Shogun, 2 weeks and 1 day. Took me a while to do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna slowly. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna slowly go up. Hotline Miami, hard game, but honestly, love the soundtrack. Well, ish, and it was very 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 rewarding when I was finished. Borderlands, I went back and tried to do Mad Moxie's Arena and ended up doing it like an idiot. I refuse to do the other DLCs. I really really do. Just because these Coliseums take hours, man. They take so long. Minecraft and Mass Effect. Oh my god, I love the Mass Effect franchise. Tally Romance for Life. This game is just Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Loved and enjoyed them thoroughly. Zombie and LA Cops, easy games. The Wolf Among Us and The Walking Dead again. Wolf Among Us is a very interesting Telltale title, and it's unfortunate that Telltale will not be coming out with the season 2 because the studio shut down, which sucks. The Lego Movie video game. It's a Lego game. Murdered Soul Suspect, one of the few titles that was a launch title for PS4 and didn't get the recognition it deserved. The gameplay was very linear, unfortunately, but very interesting. Kind of like an LA Noire-esque if they did right. Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, interesting game. Fun game, never played Phantom Pain yet. Fallout 4, Tales from the Borderlands, and Game of Thrones. These two, Game of Thrones is just boring, and I love Game of Thrones now. But this game is just boring. Fallout 4, easy. Tales from the Borderlands, eh. Escapists, well, Goosebumps, Shadows of Mordor, Grim Fandango, Batman Arkham Knight, Second Son, Defense Grid, Minecraft, Demon Souls. This was my first Dark Souls title that I wanted to platinum. I can't wait for this thing on PS5. I honestly cannot wait. This game is just fantastic. There is one trophy to kind of do it by Sharpstone, I believe. That is so monotonous because the guy that drops it has like a 0.1% chance to drop it. Not even that. Helldivers, not my cup of tea. Black Ops 1, Assassin's Creed Rogue, huge game. Payoff was Tom Clancy's The Division, hard game. Well, not hard, but monotonous for all the collectibles. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. I love the board game, and it was just fun to play. It was also for the memes. Sound Shapes. My hands physically were bleeding at the end of Sound Shapes. I am not kidding. They just hurt so much. And then I double platinumed it on PS3. Unfortunately, they shut down the server, so I can't even double platinum, triple, or quad platinum this game anymore. But that's okay. I got a free 89 trophies out of it. It took me 7 months and 4 weeks to do Sound Shapes because I dropped it, picked it up, dropped it, and picked it up. And then this one I just synced it. So 9 minutes and 10 seconds to pop all the trophies. Hitman Go, did it in a couple hours. Lego, Game of Thrones again, The Walking Dead. These 3 games, easy, you know. Elder Scrolls Online will never happen because the game is filled with hackers, and the odds of me getting the trophy to become, if I look, to become Emperor. Yeah, dominate the Alliance Warfield and become Emperor of Tamriel. Long may you reign. Impossible. There's too many hackers. Lord of the Rings Conquest. One of the games I originally wanted for PS3. And when I finally got it, the online is shut down. Yeah, so this will always stay at that because, you know, since the online shut down, you can't even do it. And it has to be in a ranked match. But, you know. Godzilla, very grindy game. I was not expecting the grind to be super real for this. But you had to level up every kaiju or every monster, whatever you want to call it, and it was just so stupid. Jeopardy and Lego Marvel, easy. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, can't even platinum it, so there's no point in even me trying to get the last trophies, because the online, as of, like, probably a month after I was done, or a month after I stopped playing it, the online shut down. If I knew that, I would have gotten the online trophies first, which is just to, let's see. Play 100 chat lobby matches, get a flawless victory online, win a chat room match. What's this? That's it. That's literally it. And then the combo challenges are ridiculous. They are actually ridiculous. Like, I don't even think... I haven't even done one of them, I don't think. Have I? Yeah, I didn't even do one challenge. It is. XCOM, it's an XCOM game. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Didn't mind it. Very skill-based, and I'm just glad that I did it. Tharsis. I was having a catharsis when I was playing this game. Holy shit. These two games, there's not really much to say about them. Red Dead. Started literally the first time I ever played Red Dead was with Undead Nightmare. Undead Nightmare is the reason why I got into Red Dead Redemption, and luckily with Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, you're able to actually boost a lot of the trophies of the main game in that, which is kind of nice. Like, for example, killing 500 enemies with a mounted weapon. Load up Undead Nightmare, grab one of the cannons at the Mexican fort in Mexico, and just keep killing zombies. It's that simple. Ultratron, don't know what that is. Crisis 3, yeah. Clash of the Titans and Warhammer. We'll do these eventually. I think there's online in this one, but who knows. Dead Rising 2, I hold the world record for the fastest and, well, not the fastest, but the first person to complete it on PS4. And that's what I wanted to do. It took me 3 days and 17 hours, and honestly, perfection. I actually tried to play Max Payne 3 about 3 months ago, long time ago. Didn't work out. Same thing with Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Who knows? Aliens vs. Predator, I had to actually load up a proxy match and go online and download a proxy server on my PS3. It's not hacking. To get the max rank trophy, because no one plays this game, and play with 6 friends in a ranked match. Managed to do that. That was, I believe, the last trophy that I had to do for the play. Yeah, it was. And then I just dipped. I was like, no, I'm not helping these guys. Which, I'm sorry. To this day, I'm sorry, guys. Wolfenstein The New Order. Hard game. Easy. Dark Souls 2. Scholar of the First Sin. Oh my god. No comment. No comment. Just no. Destiny. We did the Flawless Raider achievement with 5 people on the Vault of Glass back when Vanilla Destiny was out, before Crota's End. So if you did that, you're an OG. Lords of the Fallen, Dark Souls ripoff. It's an okay game. The Escapist, The Walking Dead. I remember this game being very monotonous. I don't know why. I think it was just not... Like, I thought it was good, and, you could upgrade, all your stuff, but... I thought there was going to be more to it, and there wasn't. Until Dawn. It's an okay game. A lot of these games are just okay to me. Very Telltale. I love the when to go aspect, and I wish that a lot. I can't wait until they make a sequel to this game. They probably won't, but who knows. Rainbow Six Siege. I remember I just picked this up one day. I'm like, I'm gonna platinum this, and I did it roughly the night before Christmas at 11:34 p.m. Which I believe the last trophy that I had to do. Was kill 10 enemies blinded by a stun grenade in quick match / ranked match. Yeah. Modern Warfare Remastered. Day in 2 hours. You already know. Assassin's Creed 2. This is the only time I'll see Brotherhood at 100% on next-gen console, because there is no bloody multiplayer. Thank God. Assassin's Creed 2 did it in 4 days, which is how long it should have taken in the beginning on PS3. Brotherhood, 3 days and 1 hour. Day of the Tentacle. Just follow this guy that's on YouTube by... He used to be a trophy hunter, and then this guy, Carlos Haas, kind of ousted him. And he got bullied into just not making content anymore, which is very unfortunate, because he was an up-and-coming trophy hunter / trophy guide maker, if that makes sense. Like, he was really good, which is unfortunate. Rebel Galaxy, this game, I had to replay this game twice. My save file corrupted, and the one I uploaded to the cloud was corrupted, so I had to restart the entire game. I was heartbroken. I really was. Infinite Warfare, the zombie Easter egg was tough. Story made me cry, honestly. I thought it was a really well-written story. Revelations. Ugh, let me tell you this right now. The hardest trophy for Revelations was probably make it across the river Styx without dying. And complete the Animus testing sequence without failing. Which I uploaded a guide to that. I don't think anyone watched it though. So I deleted it. God of War 3 Remastered. Used a glitch to beat it on the hardest difficulty. Way easier, way faster. Alien Isolation. Basically, it is Outlast, but scary with the alien. Mass Effect 2, loved this game. Did all the DLC like it was nothing. Borderlands 2. Oh yeah, I didn't do Commander Lilith in the Fight for Sanctuary. That's fine. Borderlands the pre-sequel, interesting. I like Borderlands 2 better than the pre-sequel. I thought the pre-sequel was okay. Not the best. Color Guardians, I don't even remember what that was. Like, I did it in 8 hours and 52 minutes. It was quick. Mass Effect 3. Okay. The Citadel DLC is probably one of the best DLCs ever made for any game. And if you romance somebody and, you know, interact with them through the entire game, which I did Tali because I love Tali, it breaks your heart because BioWare screwed up the ending. And unfortunately, Mass Effect Andromeda wasn't much better. And which we'll get to that. Gone Home, easy. Dead Island, easy. Star Wars Bounty Hunter, started it. I had a guide written out back when like 13 Reasons Why came out. And I was watching that and playing this, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch that and not play this, and then I just never went back to it. The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. It was alright. Darkest Dungeon, tough ass game. Don't even know if I'll ever platinum it, if I'm being honest. Okay, so this is one of the games that I'm going to explain about. So I live in British Columbia, Canada. And out here, EA has an office, and I signed up for the program to beta test or alpha test games. I went there, and let me tell you, the graphics for Mass Effect Andromeda were beautiful. Like, I mean, like, if a character was wet or whatever, it would like their skin would glisten as if they were real. It looked great. Then the final product came out, and it was so glitchy, such a mess, cringy dialogue, that I hated the game. This made me... I went from loving Mass Effect to hating it. I love the original, but this sucks. I hate it so much. I'm not going to get into it. Clone Wars, Wolf Among Us, 2 PS Now games. They were easy platinums. Bloodborne, probably my favorite Dark Souls-esque game. Just because of the aesthetic of it. I love the hunter aspect of it. It's just beautiful to me. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. Let me tell you this right now. Master Kazdan Paratus on Sith Master is probably one of the hardest boss fights in gaming history. He hits you like it's nothing. There's no checkpoint in the entire fight. This fight can take any 15 to 25 minutes. It's just a shit show. Alone in the Dark. I remember this game being variedness as well. Like, I don't remember it being that. I did platinum in 2 days and 11 hours, but I do remember it just being just not the greatest because, you know, it's an old PS3 game, probably one of the few in the beginning. Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, don't really remember much of this. Fighting games are not my forte. Glitch with the 500-kilometer trophy. Dead Rising 2 again. Metro 2033. Yeah. Every trophy hunter has this game because of the memes, and honestly, an hour platinum, 20-minute platinum, whatever it is. Infamous Festival of Blood. I love Halloween DLCs, like horror DLCs of action games. Undead Nightmare for Red Dead. Festival of Blood, which has like Bloody Mary and vampires for Infamous. We want more DLCs like this. Bring them out. Murder Soul Suspect again. Deadly Tower of Monsters. The Walking Dead again. I ended up doing the 400 Days DLC. That's why it's all the way up here. That before. and I just bought it for like $2 because it was on sale. Battlefront 1, tough as nails game, did all the deals, which I am actually going to make a separate video of Hardline, well, not of Hardline, but these games were around when I was a part of a PlayStation community, which for trophies. Trophy hunting communities are the most toxic communities on PlayStation. We'll get into that in a later date. Goat Simulator, Flappy Goat can eat my ass. Borderlands 2 cannot eat my ass. LA Noire, beautiful, love it to death. Just go play it. One of the best Rockstar games. We need a sequel, or we need a second like LA Noire-esque type game. Batman Return to Arkham Asylum, you know, just basically the old Arkham Asylum game remastered. Marvel Heroes Omega. So this game came out console of, oh God, what was it? Started playing May 26th. And I started off as the Punisher. It was a very, very good game. Shut down the servers. If you were to load into this game, you can't even play it anymore. It was a sudden shutdown. The company went bankrupt. And basically had to platinum this game very quickly. I ended up platinum, I think, a week or two before it shut down. And people were messaging me. And I was like, no, I gotta finish this. I gotta get max level, I believe. The final trophy was, let me see. Prestige any hero twice. Okay, what was the platinum date on this? 11/21. So that means, oh yes, the legendary item, because you needed like 900 million experience or something like that. And that's what killed a lot of people. And a lot of trophy wanted to finish this. You finish this, you're like, it's literally like, okay, you finished it, you're hardcore. Because we had to do that in such a fast time. And then there's just, you know, the Spider-Man DLC. Easy, you didn't even have to do it with Spider-Man. They kind of lied to you. I think Spider-Man, or no, I did it with Nova. Nova was one of the most do it because he was accessible in the beginning and super easy to use. LA Noire again, the Unfinished Swan. You had to play this game with like barely using any paint, and that's tough. Hateful Boyfriend. I'm not even gonna. Life is Strange. I actually liked it. It's full of teenage angst, but it was pretty good. The Batman Telltale game was interesting to say the least. Not really a game, I'd say, but you know, a lot of Lego games, abstraction. You know, we're getting towards kind of the end. The Walking Dead did again, of course. This Warmine, yes. We kind of get towards the upper. Did Dead Rising 1, you know, where my trophy list kind of gets a little bit all over the place. Destiny 2, first person to platinum out in the world. Fuck you, Sylar. He was the douchebag I did it with. He was some redneck piece of shit. That's why I was saying, like, trophy hunting community was toxic. Star Wars Jedi Knight Outcast, one of the trophy guides I posted on my channel that everyone loved because I was able to help them. Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 2 on the PS3 and Dark Souls 3 4. Gonna platinum these eventually. Plague Inc. Hang on. What is this? What the fuck? I don't like that. I don't like how there's DLC for that. Nope. Modern Warfare 2. I put out a guide. Watch it. Free game of the month. Gone. Finally did that. And then, you know, The Evil Within. Hard game. Black Ops 3. Hard. Just because of the whole task of beating the, like, earning all decorations. Like, you need, like, 1,000 kills for every weapon in the game. Dead by Daylight working on. Dark Souls Remastered just did. Star Wars Battlefront 2 just did. Outlast 2. And then my 10,000th trophy was Dead 3 Ultimate Challenge. I was going to be the platinum for Outlast 2, but honestly, I was just like, screw it. Honestly, guys, that's kind of been the video. I know it's been absurdly long, and if you made it to the end, thank you guys so much. But that's it. That's been, you know, that's 8 years of trophy hunting, 9 years of trophy hunting, and here's to a lot more. So do me a favor. Comment down below what kind of you guys like. What is your like the video, subscribe for more content for trophy guides, etc. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day, guys, and peace out.